Hi, my name is Allison, and I work for the Magellan Mariners. I'm here today interviewing a young ball player. Why don't you tell us your name and how old you are?
My name is Jody and I'm 11 years old.
I noticed that there was a book written about you recently, and it's titled Catcher with a Glass Arm, and that doesn't sound like a very nice name. Can you tell me about it?
Well, in baseball, it's an insult, meaning the catcher can't throw.
Okay, so were you a catcher?
Yes, I am a catcher and I was a catcher.
And did you indeed have a glass arm? Was it hard for you to throw?
Yes, because sometimes I would throw too much power and it would go over the person's head, and sometimes I wouldn't throw enough power.
Interesting. And so, who called you this, catcher with a glass arm?
A bunch of the Tigers players.
Is that your team?
No, it's another team. We're kind of like arch enemies.
Oh, okay. Well, they sound mean. So, when would they call you this?
Well, in two games, in the first game of the season, they knew I couldn't throw, so they told one of their teammates to steal, and they said, "Steal, steal! The catcher's got a glass arm," and they said that again in the final game.
Wow. And so, how did it make you feel when they called you catcher with a glass arm?
It made me feel discouraged, but I wanted to practice more when I heard it.
Okay. So, what did you do? Did you practice more?
Yes, I practiced several times. Well, actually, like maybe 3 to 5.
Only 3 to 5 times? Like, not a lot more over the course of the season?
No, actually, just 3 to 5 with Mooney and his dad, Mr. Myers, and a kid named Rabbitfoot on my team. We just gave him the nickname that, and my dad.
And who's Mooney?
Mooney is a friend of mine, and he's on the baseball team, and so is Rabbitfoot.
And are Mooney and Rabbitfoot good players?
Yes.
And did they help you become a better player?
Yes.
And did you play any other positions on your team?
No, I only played catcher.
And is that your favorite position?
Yes.
And so as you worked on it more with your friends and with your dad, did you become a better player?
Yes.
How so?
Because in the final game, they said, "You will have a glass arm," and then, but it was kind of a joke, because then when the guy tried to steal for third, I got him out, and then when the guy stole for second, I got him out.
So you were able to throw the ball directly to the bases
Yes.
and get those players out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's amazing. And so how did that make you feel when you started to have those successes?
I started to feel better, but also in the book, talks about me kind of stepping away from the ball. That's because in one game I got hit kind of like right there. So
Ouch.
I kind of started stepping away from the ball because I was afraid of it. So I kind of had to work on that, but then in just 3 to 5 practices too, I got better at that.
So you were able to overcome your fears and become a more accurate catcher
Yes.
and able to throw the ball. And then what happened in the final games?
So,
So I noticed you
Well-
have something here we'll talk about in a minute.
well, in the championship game, like you said, like I said, I got those two guys out, and then I also hit a double, which got me far, and then another one of my teammates got me double.
Wow. So did your team do well?
Yes, we actually won.
Wow. And that must have felt really good
Yes.
to beat the team that was making fun of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. Well, tell us what this is.
This is the trophy from the championship game. Only the people who actually win the game, the championship game, get trophies.
Wow. And so I think yours is an important story to tell in terms of someone who maybe feels bad because they're made fun of and then works to overcome it. Do you have a message for any of the kids who may be watching this interview today?
Yes, if anybody tries to bully you, they must be ashamed of themselves, because there's really no reason to bully anyone. And you can always just try to help them with it and ask them if there's anything wrong.
And what about the idea of working in
Well,
practice?
practice always makes perfect, so if you think you're just not going to get anywhere, keep on practicing and practicing and practicing.
And slowly over time what will happen?
You'll get better and better, it was probably just a coincidence that I got better in just like 3 to 5 practices.
Well, Jody, it's been great talking to you. Do you like any other sports besides baseball?
Not really.
And do you have a favorite player you want to give a shout out to?
Well, I really like Derek Jeter. He's my favorite player because he always tries to make his best, and if he doesn't make a play, he always tries to just do better next time. And I really like the Yankees, and I think they're way better than the Red Sox.
Interesting. Well, thank you. I hope baseball continues to get easier for you as you practice and you become a better player. And thank you for meeting with us today. Do you want to give the camera a wink and a smile and say goodnight to everybody?
Good night.